We're looking to invite Aida Karazhanova to the stage. This is a topic after my own heart in terms of inclusive digital economy and women empowerment, and Aida is from the UN ESCAP organisation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me? Testing the sound and the visual. Great. So I have 6 minutes, as I was informed, with you to talk to you about this interesting project idea. And I'm very happy to be following after two interesting presentations by Christy and Akrif, because they have actually justified the need to use blockchain and also showcase how the blended finance can be interesting and practical. So my job is to travel you through this case study as a pilot that could illustrate all the benefits of inclusive digital economy. So before I go ahead, maybe just a few words. I am Aida Karazhanova. I'm Kazakh, and I work for United Nations for over 23 years. And most of the time you will find me in the areas where it's difficult, challenging, and going down. And then my job is to elevate it up, because I have the background of Sustainable Development Officer. I worked for strategies, I worked for different operational mechanisms, and now my job is to see how can we digitize this world in the new normal and dealing with the crisis. Please, next slide. So what helped me to come to this project? Actually, we are living in Thailand, and I feel for people of Thailand that are living next to me and hosting me as a UN officer for the last 15 years. And I find out that during this COVID crisis, farmers lack of ability to access to the markets. They are lacking ability to access to government grants and loans, and they actually don't want to do that. At the same time, government has a good program, and they cannot reach small and medium enterprises and farmers that I need. And government is also promoting their linkage from farm to table, and this linkage is actually broken during the COVID. We are witnessing a highest rate of unemployment and poverty from the tourism sector, from restaurant sector, and many other like hotel business. And poverty is actually very much growing. And back to water resources that I have been promoting for many, many years, decentralized wastewater treatment systems, we see that water resources are unaccounted. Either we have overpolluted or too much or too little. So this little problem statement is actually targeting to support women-owned and operated business, which is challenged. And I have interviewed a number of MSMEs. And next slide, please. We came out with some kind of solution. I'm looking and pitching for a digital transfer platform, which could be using blockchain to help with access to financial resources. And it should be as convenient and trustworthy as topping up the mobile phone at 7-Eleven. What I expect from this solution, I expect economic recovery, where we balance demand and supply side of the chain. We also want to look at effective farm-to-table concept practice, and also to create some kind of self-sustainable e-commerce and digital markets access for the farmers. What I would like to plan to do within this pilot to scale up innovation and technology through efficient medium, which is fintech, and fintech with DeFi, decentralized financing, where the real data management would be used by the blockchain platform. Next slide, please. This picture is just showing the proposed solution. I know there are a lot of challenges. I know there are a lot of issues with blockchain where it's connecting people and technology. At the same time, we want to try this up. We want to create a user-friendly interface, which is safe, trustworthy, and blockchain is actually offering the security system, which we can be actually proud of. And I'm pitching for the funding support, and I need two sources of funding, one for project development for this pilot, and another is to create and establish the impact fund or challenge fund. Next slide. So this impact fund would be supporting digital infrastructure. So my rationale and the idea for customer journey would be actually exciting because it would be in real time and it will be in minutes. So we know that the customer journey in a normal life through banks and loans application takes months and sometimes years. And then by the time farmers get the funding, the season is gone. So they have to start again. So when we interviewed our SMEs, we realized that this little application, Thailand is quite advanced in using mobile smartphone applications. It would be actually interesting to connect farmers with SMEs through Farmers Association and try to get the funding support from their mobile phone, which is connected to the platform with many verification processes. So in this platform, we need to connect to the budget. Next slide. The government to public process would be connecting, as I already mentioned, to the platform, and all these verification processes and security could be actually organized at the template of filling up the form and applying for the grant, and then the disbursement should be actually taking minutes and seconds to happen. Next, please. In summary, I would like to showcase what we want to do. So the challenge here is not a technology, the challenge here is not a human, but the challenge here is to blend it all through the project framework, which will tokenize the partnerships, tokenize or make it visible. So my job is to work with Government of Thailand, and there is an interesting department, Digital Economy Promotion Agency in Thailand. So I want to reach them out with the UN fund. And together we can create, with UN and the IT company, we can create this platform and application so that we can reach out to the women entrepreneurs. And then they will return, the return for investment, as it was mentioned, would be quite impressive. Next slide. I have a few more points to raise. I have a thorough needs list, and this is just a summary. I picked up the needs list from the client perspective. In our case, is SME and government, and also what is it there for business and financing institutions. So in a uniting aspect of our goal of building a digital infrastructure, we would like to help the farmers to get access to the funding. It can be a barter-based or whatever they ask and request, for example, if they want tractor, if they want a truck. So they should get the truck and the tractor, not anything else. And then in return, there will be a collateral inputs, there will be a proper registration process coming from the government, because now in COVID and with all the poverty, we see that a lot of issues are happening with registration, so we want to digitize it. And then what is it there for the private sector, from the blended finance point of view and the blockchain point of view, they will see that collateral, they will see the security of the technology, and then for me as a UN officer, I would like to actually convince my colleagues to give me some funding for feasibility study, where I would research on the relevant blockchain technology and see how we can get online and then organize this project with digital offices in place, building capacity of many. Thank you. Next slide. So just to summarize, I need around $500,000 to start up this program and finish it in 1-2 years. And this is just a core group. We call ourselves SpaceX team, because in UN we also have a team that is innovating, and also the team that is looking at different aspects of sustainable development from system-based approach. And we have mentors from different divisions. So our strength is that we are coming as blended team with different backgrounds. And these are the potential partners. I have not reached out because I don't want to promise without having a good background. And these are the contributors from on the right-hand side. All these small and medium enterprises and also investors in Thailand. So they really supported this idea, and they said that it will be really something that would integrate everybody in one place. It could be a small closed circle and cycle. Thank you very much. Next slide. So this is just a picture of those who can be involved, engaged. These ladies are actually the backbone of this idea. So we created it together, starting when the call came out from Oksana of International Water Center. We thought that we can do it for water and innovate for water. Thank you.
Thanks,